Welcome to Deep Heights. My name is Deborah. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to my weird space. Let's get started. Let's get a card from this is the I Ching Oracle deck. Let's get an overall energy. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk to us about. There have been really difficult energies lately. I haven't wanted to read. I haven't felt like I wanted to read because I didn't want to bring my energy to the reading because I felt sad or things have been difficult where I live. There are wildfires burning, destroying the land, and it's difficult. And I thought about this quote from Hemingway when he was talking about writing. He said, "There's nothing to it. You just sit at a typewriter and bleed." And I always liked that about being open. About that's what art is, and that's what high art is. That's what great art is when the artist shares who they are. So tarot is. It's art. This is my art. I bleed. It bleeds. It hurts. This is how we work through it, how we learn. It's the point of life, the point of tarot. To grow, to learn, to be vulnerable. It isn't for everyone. I'm not speaking to everyone. I'm speaking to you. Gate 38. Opposition. Quite beautiful. 11. Card 11. Adjustment. The opposite. Opposition. Balance of opposites. Crowley's law. The balance. Chemical law. The balance of opposites negates it. It's what brings it together. Learning from what's so different from us. From the opposite. The fighter. Stubbornness can overcome the odds. But we don't give up, no matter how difficult it is. On the bottom of the deck, we have the power of the great. Gate 34. Power is only great when its display or use serves the common good. The moment that power is identified with awareness, it is turned into deeds. Pure, unconditional power. Opposition. So we don't give up, no matter what's in our way. Even if it hurts. Even when it hurts, that's what makes us courageous. That we don't give up. There's a quote, so many of them, just thinking one that I had from Mark Twain. It's not that I'm not afraid, it's that I go on when I'm afraid. That's what makes me courageous. But this opposition, this is key here. The ability to preserve individual integrity through opposition to detrimental forces. Energy necessary to combat fear and know that life is of value. On the back we have the mountain. Difficulty. Getting the fuck up that hill. The power of the great. The broken circle. Eternity. The end is the beginning. It's red. It's written in blood. We sit here and we bleed. That's what makes us great. Gate 34, the 3 and the 4, the Empress and the Emperor, together, opposites, Mars and Venus. Get on up there. It's nighttime. That's not the sun, that's the moon. It's dark, it's scary, it's emotional. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're feeling. It's gravity fucking pushing us down. There's a song from Van Morrison called Ballerina, and I really like that song. And at the end, and he's saying, he's like, get on up there, keep on moving, keep it moving up, get on up there. Really beautiful. Okay. We're fighting. I don't know what we're fighting. I feel like it's like we're fighting to come together with the opposite. Fighting, fighting the opposite of ourselves and who we are, but it's important that we know it within ourselves and outside of us. The masculine and feminine forces of life, the attraction and repulsion. A lot of times in relationships, the very things that attract us to the other are the same things that repel us. It's finding that balance and not giving up. And we keep fighting despite the odds. I always get pumped up when I watch that Rocky speech to his son. And he's like, it's not how hard you can hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's how winning is done. So it makes us great. We overcome the odds because they're stacked against us. Make them. Everything is going to be a challenge and will continue to be a challenge. That's how you know that you're on the right road. It's fucking hard. Let's get a card from the Holy Market. Ooh, a lot of cards are coming on here, but the card that's on the top of here is Eternal Love. Oh, it's falling out of my hands. I'm not going to keep it. I just want to show it to you. You're balanced with the opposites, even in the afterlife. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. Woo! A lot of cards. They're jumpy. I'm not sure if this wants to be a love reading. We have invisibility again. This authenticity. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is what's around you, in the unseen, that's there to help you. This is your higher self, your coach, your guide, the authentic part of you. Like the void, that place from within that we draw upon, that give us that power. And what is power? It's a lot of meanings, a lot of definitions. Is it to dominate over others? For me, power is life force. It'd be like a chi. This energy. The essence, like the power of the great. What is it that makes you powerful to make you great? Truth, integrity, esteem, nobility, honor, purity, virtue, honesty. But we don't give up. We fight fair. We follow the laws of the universe. We respect life. We respect others. We respect ourselves. I feel like invisibility is also your power. That you can move about unseen. It's interesting. I don't know how it's going to tie in, but it's an animal energy here. I'm really drawn to the spider. Can I have an animal energy, please? Talk to me about the spider energy. What's going on here? What's this about? Fascinating. We have the mouse. I'm not sure if I've said before, the mouse reminds me of the ways in Wheel of Time from Robert Jordan. The ways were these secret pathways, and they could get you through that realm, these realms of that earth quickly. But after the breaking of the world, they became tainted, and they were dark. And you had to be very quiet when you went into the ways. Almost unseen, or you would get overtaken by this darkness, by the taint. But the mouse energy knows the ways. It can get through them quietly and unseen. You would think that the mouse was weak, but no, the mouse is very clever. But he's also friendly and kind as a helper. So I'm saying you have this helper, this energy that's helping you through these ways. Because we have to go under. And our world is broken. Part of our psyches are broken. Everything that's happening in our world is to further undermine our sanity. It's a war. A war on consciousness. Seek the signs. Prize is the soul. Prize is you. It's your life. That's what they want. Are you going to give it to them? That's up to you. How are you fighting this war? Because it's you against them. Some roads are taken alone, and we can walk with others, but ultimately that final battle is always just between you. You have guides to help you through with these lights that only you can see, because you're not seeing them with your eyes, you're feeling them with your heart. And it's like the odds are stacked against you. They're stacked against us. We're so small. But it doesn't matter, because the mouse can get in ways and places that others can't go. It's unsuspecting. We're like, oh, it's just a mouse. Maybe sorely mistaken. The spider's on the bottom of the deck. This is the web, the net. That's what we're navigating. And this spider here, this is like them, the evil. And it's very sensitive. It can feel any movement on here. And that's why you need to know the ways. Why you need to be invisible. Because how can we move on it if every move we make the spider feels evil, that feels when it knows? It's dark times. It's not always sunshine and laughter when we consider the meaning of life, what we're supposed to be doing, feeling. There's love here also with these opposites and the ways, and showing each other the ways, because your partner knows ways that you don't know, and you know ways that your partner doesn't know. It's important that you come together to help each other. It's part of the thing with Wheel of Time, because there, and it was the masculine energy that was broken, of course. So they would talk about. But it must be restored. We must restore that in our own self. Heal that to come together. Let's get a card from the fairies and we'll go to tarot. Show us the ways, please. What's going on? What are we fighting? This is a fight to the death. And you either walk away with your soul or they walk away with your soul. Fawn, the guardian at the gate. Fawn is the friend. Fawn is the other. Your energetic being. You see? They're there for you, this spirit. This invisible energy that's showing you the way is within you. And it's important that you stay aligned, that you stay pure, and that you stay square, straight on. That you can look straight on, forward. Because this energy will only meet you in purity, in total honesty. You cannot walk the ways, you cannot travel the ways with taint. It will find you. Sorry, it was too big of a stack. 20. So you have the green woman, and on the bottom, we have the singer of courage. I love this. Staying right with nature, staying true with nature, laughing in their face, because she's like my fuck y'all card. I'm gonna do me and be me. This is who I am. I'm wild. I'm true. She's natural. She knows who she is. It's card 23. A magical number. It's pure magic, the pure magic of nature. She knows herbology and potions. She's protected. Singer of courage. Your relationship to nature is very important. I would suggest learning some healing herbs to help you. Tinctures. What vitamins are you taking? It's a card of individuation, the green one. Because she don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. You know, she's just being who she is. Authentic. The green woman is authentic here. This authenticity. It's important that you be who you are. Being real. You see, because there's something about that beats them. When you are living in truth, pure, natural, you don't accept anything from them. You're not fooled by them. You don't give in to their temptations. When you listen, when you align yourself with that, when you understand the alchemical processes, you don't abuse power or seek to. you don't give up no matter how tired you are, no matter how alone you are, or how big the enemy is. What's the challenge here? What's the challenge here, please? Let me know. What's the obstruction? What's the challenge here? Three of discs. Learning. Coming together with others. Temptation as well. Listening to others. Setting an outside power up over yourself. Did I say that already? You listen to your own heart, your own guidance within, your instincts. You follow your instincts. You don't allow others to tell you what's right or wrong. It's something that you know. You know what's right and what's wrong. It can't be taught. It's felt. I feel like there's chatter in your ear. You have a lot of, or there's someone in your ear trying to tell you what you're doing is wrong or incorrect or that's not the way. Don't listen to them. Not because necessarily they mean you harm, but because they don't understand your way or the way that you need to go. No other person can tell you the way to go. It will fill you with doubt. And it's also them telling you, no, you can't do it. Or you telling yourself you can't do it. The Eight of Swords, yeah. Being stuck in the mind. That could be it. I think that's it. And the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Self-sabotage. That's what I feel. Self-sabotage here is your obstacle. Of not being able to get up off the floor when you need to get up. There's fear here in this Three of Cups because she's listening to that thing. Tell her you can't, you're not good enough. Feels good here, let's just lay here. Let's just sit here on this mushroom and eat it and be delusional and have hallucinations. And then we're stuck in our mind and we have a bad trip and we're afraid and we've wrapped ourselves in a childish bunny costume holding a bunny. We've regressed psychologically. That's the challenge. I think about Coraline, I think about the other mother. That's what that story's about her blaming her parents and not wanting to grow up. Staying stuck in that childish place where you're taken care of. Now, we have to get up this hill. It's hard. It's scary. It's the moon, that lunar energy, the mother. The gravity, it's heavy. We have to fight against it. To fight to get to the sun. The moon is a reflection of the moon just reflects the light of the sun, right? It isn't glowing in and of itself. We want to look at it that way for our purpose here. The ability to preserve individual integrity through opposition and detrimental forces. That's what that is. It's this heaviness of your mind, heaviness of others, an inability to go your own way. On your own. It's scary. It really is. But you've got to find your will to get up and keep going. I'm going to see what you want here. What is it that you're looking for? Moon. And it came out reversed, and I just got this deck, so I didn't have them. I wasn't going to read this deck in reversals, but I'm going to take this card reversed here with the moon. And we have the Five of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. You're looking for sanity. You're looking to come out of this energy of the moon, of this heaviness. It could be where you've been and what you're fighting against. Heavy, heavy, heavy emotions that have you weighed down. Because, if you're a skilled fighter, you can't be too emotional. You have to use those skills. You can't be emotional, you'll lose. You're looking for your sanity again. I feel like you're waterlogged, you're drenched. And you need to come out of that, and you're heartbroken to see this bird is pecking at her heart. I started this reading, I was talking about sitting here and bleeding. It hurts. We bleed. We're heartbroken. But it weighs us down. It stops us from creating, from living, from being fulfilled, and we have to get out of this energy. It's like in Lord of the Rings, when Gollum is bringing Sam and Frodo through the marshes, and he says, "Don't look into the lights, don't go into the lights. Don't go into those dead lights, in the waves. There are the dead lights down there, they'll get you. You have help. We have help." I talk to friends, I talk to people that are like me, who have had experiences like me, great pain. And it's easy to get into this state of sadness and depression, and we just want to stay there. These are themes in Neverending Story when he loses Artax. It's like, don't give in to it. And he does, that beautiful white horse that represents freedom. That part of his home, of his childhood, who he was, that first great loss, experiences of death. They tie us down and they lay us down. And it isn't just one fight we have to fight, it's many. Because we're bombarded in all fronts all the time to be destabilized, demoralize us. Because it isn't just in our personal life, it's in the society as well. It's in the politics, everything is burning where I am, everything is closed and being destroyed, and smoke in the air and no sunshine, and it's depressing. You never know what's going to happen. And it's not just me where I am, it's all over the world. There's something happening in every town, every state, every country. It has its own things. It's destabilized. And it's meant to be. And how do we find the strength to come through this? Because for people like me, I have to feel things to the deepest depths and feel every part of it and get it all out of me, and then I can maybe move forward. And I always move forward. I always find my way out. But it's difficult. Sometimes it takes longer to fight harder. You have to fight harder. Being true to yourself, no matter what anyone says. People aren't going to understand you. Not all of them. People you love. People who say they love you. They won't understand you. And it hurts. It hurts. It's hard. The Queen of Wands in the bottom, and Queen of Swords. Beautiful. So we have Judgment, and the Four of Wands is what flew out here. It's going to come back together. You will have victory here. You will hear The trumpet of spirit, life, that frequency of life is calling you. The frequency of the sun, of fire, is calling you to wake up and hear. Here she is running with the bee. With the honeymaker. And the honeymaker is your ability to create your own spirit, your own soul, your stone, your art, your temperance. You see, there's the rabbit, and that rabbit has a key. My camera's not that great, but that rabbit has a key. That rabbit represents knowledge, Mercury, rebirth, spring of Easter as well, of course, of the Empress. To new growth. Here, you've kept yourself wrapped in this prison, but you're a rose, you're a flower, you've come through your pain. It's time to come out. Here's the key. Something to celebrate. Sit at the typewriter and bleed. The Queen of Swords, you see her pain. She's widowed. She's lost greatly. She's better for it. There's another reader I like, Lulu Lisa. She changed the name of her channel. Anyway, she calls this her better, not bitter queen. This energy. Because we can suffer great loss. And everything we've ever written about our life, everything that's important to us, can be blown away. And chaotic. But you see, she sits and she continues to write. No matter what's happening around her. She's in control of her emotions. She's in control of her pain. She's not locked away like this, holding on to childish feelings. She's willing, she's ready, she's able to meet that opposition. The Queen of Swords is throned in the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is my favorite card in the deck. Has the most significance in my life. It's exceptionally beautiful. It reminds us that no matter what, that we keep going. You see, her hair is all blown, but she's got that crown. Hasn't gone anywhere. And even if it does, she is who she is within. She's one, because she's got the stillness within. You can fight 10,000 men means nothing unless you fight and win yourself. I can't remember the quotes. I don't know. Mercury's going retrograde soon. I'm feeling it. I can't remember anything. My mind's so full of useless information. But really, that's what this is about. It's about... There are many reasons why I love Michael Tsarian. Many. But I think one of the most things is he said, when I really needed to hear it, that laughter kills tragedy. And it does. That we should remember to laugh. That we don't let them beat us. We laugh in their face. You can't hurt me. We're alive with life. Let's close with the sister. Oh, no, I didn't use the thought deck. Can't be a reading if I don't use the thought deck. Growly with me. Mightily offended. Alright, let's see. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. We saw the Seven of Swords. We should be clever. We need to be clever. We need to be just as knowledgeable as they are. Just as sensitive to every movement. The Three of Wands and the Nine of Swords reversed. Stay true to yourself. Don't give up. It's the sun in Aries. We just had a full moon in Aries. It's Libra season right now. We're in October. Aries is the opposite of Libra. But this is the card of Mars. But Mars at its the warrior Mars that had that. I can't even speak. Forgive me. This is Gladiator Maximus, or Marcus Aurelius. These men who fought with honor, who live with purpose, because we're fighting. We fight with honor. Libra, Venus Libra is Venus with a sword. Libra is a fighter, that energy of the 7th house. The adjustment card, she has a sword of truth. It's Mayat. It's the feminine aspect of war, in a different way. When we sit and we bleed, while it's beautiful, it doesn't always strengthen us. We should remember that. There's moments for it. There's a time for it. Right now is a time to get up. We're not sitting and bleeding. We're not going to bleed out everywhere anymore. We've told our story. We've lived our story. Now it's time to stand up. Create a new one. There's a new story that you need to go and create here. This 4 of Wands with someone. With your partner. What more advice do we have from Spirit? Queen of Cups. Feeling. The receptivity. Emotional intelligence here. When we allow for the feeling. Or this is what you're fighting for. This is the woman you're fighting for. There's only one way to get to her. And that's by feeling. You can't burn your way in here. You can't logic your way in here. You can only feel your way in here. Let's get one more. The end is the beginning. We learn the lesson. We dance with the beauty of life, change. In other decks, this is also card 22. Saturn. Saturn just went direct. It's been very, very heavy energy since Saturn has gone direct in Capricorn, for me personally. But despite that, that's what we have to get up and move from. All of us, myself included. We move with it. We dance with the snake, we dance with life, we dance with the change, with the opposite. We do it freely. We're in the circle and the stone, I heard. Now we can close with the sister. I hope that I've been able to tell a story with the cards that makes sense. see what the sisters have to say. Why worry about that? I've said everything I needed to say. Have you? Alright, sisters. I was talking about the National, I think. Song Start a War. But then I heard Slow Show as well. Put them in the box below, maybe they're important for you. Faith and rebirth. We have rebirth. November 25th to December 23rd. This card says, and the angel said unto her, thou shalt give birth to the son. It's talking about that lunar energy being heavy and needing to get up that mountain to the sun. But you birth the sun here, this rebirth. You must follow the ways, follow your heart, follow your guides. Keep fighting. I want you to remember who you are. Remember what you are. Faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your guides. Follow the signs. Be authentic.